1,000 midnights have passed me by since the last time I looked into your eyes. Yet the silence still remembers you, like an old melody it can't refuse. The street below is quiet now, only distant headlights drift around, while I sit beneath the fading lamp, listening to memories make their sound. I thought the years would soften your absence, turn your voice into a distant dream. But every night your memory returns, brighter than it seems. 1,000 midnights without you, and still my heart knows where you are, hidden in the spaces between shadows, living softly in every star. Though your touch has become a memory, and your smile belongs to yesterday, the love we built keeps breathing in me, refusing to fade away. There's an old coat hanging by the doorway, a little worn, a little out of style, but every time I pass beside it, it somehow makes me stay a while. I remember winter by the fireplace, your sleepy head upon my shoulder, back when forever felt so close, and neither one of us was older. Now every season tells a story, every snowfall, every spring, yet none of them can take away the song your love still sings. 1,000 midnights without you, and still my heart knows where you are, hidden in the spaces between shadows, living softly in every star. Though your touch has become a memory, and your smile belongs to yesterday, the love we built keeps breathing in me, refusing to fade away. Maybe some hearts are never meant to fully leave the ones they loved. Maybe true love changes form, but never turns to dust. You became the quiet strength that carries me through lonely years, the unseen hand that wipes away the weight behind my tears. 1,000 midnights without you, yeah. yet every night still feels the same. The moon still paints your picture across the corners of my pain. And if I live 1,000 lifetimes and wander far from where we knew, there'll always be a place inside me reserved for only you. Because some loves outlive the seasons, some flames survive the rain. And even after all this time, my heart still speaks your name. The first light of morning is rising. The stars are slowly slipping from view. But before another day begins, I close my eyes, and for one brief moment, you're here, smiling in the darkness, holding my hand, like you never left. 1,000 midnights without you, not a single one without your love. The midnight wind is at my window, carrying whispers through the dark. And every whisper sounds like your name, still echoing inside my heart. The city sleeps beneath a blanket of distant lights and fading dreams, while I sit here with an old photograph, holding on to what still means everything. The world keeps asking me to move on, to leave the past where it belongs. But some loves grow deeper in the silence, becoming part of every song. If I could spend one more night inside your memory, I'd walk through every moment we once knew. I'd hold your hand beneath the starlight and watch forever shining in your eyes of blue. Though life has written different endings, and time has carried us apart, you're still the sweetest chapter ever written across the pages of my heart. There's an old melody still playing in the corners of my mind, the song we used to dance to slowly when we thought love could outrun time. I remember every little detail, the way you'd laugh and tilt your head, the way your voice could calm the storms that raged inside me when words were left unsaid. Years may pass like falling shadows, seasons change and rivers flow, but the soul remembers certain people in ways it never lets them go. If I could spend one more night inside your memory, I'd walk through chapter ever written across the pages of my heart. Maybe love isn't about possession or promises that time can break. Maybe it's the quiet miracle of the memories we make. Because even now, in this lonely darkness, when the whole world disappears, I can still feel your presence moving gently through the years. If I could spend one more night inside your memory, I'd tell you all the things I never said. How losing you never stopped me loving you. How your light still guides the road ahead. And if the stars should lose their brightness, and every moon forgets to glow, you'll remain the fire within me, the one true love I'll always know. The horizon slowly welcomes morning. The darkness fades from silver skies, but before the night completely leaves me, I close my eyes, and there you are, smiling, waiting, forever young inside my memory. One more night, one more dance, one more chance to hold your hand.
Streetlight outside my window still burns through the falling rain, casting golden lines across the floor, like memories I can't explain. The world has settled into silence. Every house has gone to sleep, but your name moves through my mind tonight, like waves across a restless sea. I tell myself you're far away, a chapter closed, a fading flame. Yeah, every lonely midnight hour brings me right back to your name. The streetlight outside my window knows every tear I've tried to hide. It watches over broken promises and the emptiness by my side. Because when the night grows deeper and the stars blur into blue, the only thing that feels familiar is still the memory of you. Your favorite mug remains untouched on the shelf above the sink, a simple thing that somehow holds more love than words could ever speak. I remember winter evenings wrapped together in a blanket's warmth, believing nothing in this world could ever pull us apart. time can be a silent thief, taking dreams without a sound, leaving only scattered pieces of the love we thought we'd found. The streetlight outside my window knows every tear I've tried to hide. It watches over broken promises and the emptiness by my side. Because when the night grows deeper and the stars blur into blue, the only thing that feels familiar is still the memory of you. If I could borrow one more evening, or one more hour from yesterday, I'd memorize every detail before it slipped away. The curve of your smile, the softness in your eyes, the way forever felt so close on those ordinary nights. The streetlight outside my window still shines through every passing year, a quiet witness to a love that somehow never disappeared. And though your footsteps faded long ago and life became somebody new, a part of my heart still waits beneath the same old light for you. Because some loves aren't meant for endings, some stories never truly close. They become the stars above us that only lonely hearts can know. The rain is slowing down now. The night is almost through, and the streetlight outside my window still reminds me of you, of your laughter, of your touch, of the forever we almost had. And when the whole world falls asleep, I still leave a light on for your memory. With the sound of memories that won't sit down. Every picture on the wall still knows the story of us all. Outside the midnight river flows, carrying secrets no one knows, while I remain awake again, talking to ghosts of what has been. I wear a smile throughout the day, like I finally found my way. But when the darkness fills the room, the truth begins to bloom. You're the last voice before dawn, the final dream I hold on to, when every light has disappeared. My heart still reaches out for you, though the world keeps turning pages and another year moves on. You're the melody that lingers long after the music's gone. I pass the street where we first met,
The old cafe is standing yet, the same warm glow behind the glass, the same reminder of the past. A stranger sat where you once smiled, laughing freely for a while. And for a moment I could see the life that slipped away from me. Some wounds become a quiet friend, a story without a proper end. And every star above tonight knows I still hold on tight. You're the last voice before dawn, the final dream I hold on to. When every light has disappeared, my heart still reaches out for you. Though the world keeps turning pages and another year moves on, you're the melody that lingers long after the music's gone. If love could speak from far away, across the miles and yesterday, I'd hear you in the evening breeze, moving gently through the trees. And if one wish were left for me, I'd ask for one more memory, just one more night beneath the stars, before life pulled us apart. You're the last voice before dawn, the ember glowing in the dark, the only name that still can find the hidden chambers of my heart. And though forever wasn't ours, and fate rewrote our grand design, the love we built remains unbroken, living quietly inside. You're the last voice before dawn, the song the silence can't erase, a beautiful ache I'll carry until I see your face again. The morning waits beyond the curtains, the sky prepares to turn to gold, but in the fading hush of midnight, I still hear you, soft as a whisper, warm as a memory, near as a heartbeat. The last voice before dawn, and the first thought when I wake.
Beneath the sleeping sky tonight, I sit alone with fading light. The moon hangs softly by my window pane and brings your memory back again. The world is quiet, still and slow, like it knows the ache I know. Every shadow crossing through this room feels like a trace of your perfume. I thought I'd learn to live without you, to leave the past where it belongs. But every night my heart remembers the place where you still live in my songs. Beneath the sleeping sky, I call your name, though only stars remain. And every tear that falls tonight still carries echoes of your flame. You were the dream I never finished, the prayer I never stopped believing in. And though your hand slipped out of mine, my love for you never reached its end. I keep an old photograph nearby, its edges worn by passing time. Your smile still shines through every crease, a beautiful wound that never leaves. The rain taps softly on the glass, like questions from a distant past. Would we still be here together now, if fate had chosen another path? Some nights I hear your laughter drifting through memories I cannot hold, like a summer breeze returning to warm a heart that's growing old. Beneath the sleeping sky, I call your name, though only stars remain. And every tear that falls tonight still carries echoes of your flame. You were the dream I never finished, the prayer I never stopped believing in. And though your hand slipped out of mine, my love for you never reached its end. I don't regret a single moment, not even all the pain, because loving you was worth every goodbye, worth every drop of rain. Some people leave and disappear like footprints lost beside the sea, but you became a part of my soul, a forever piece of me. Beneath the sleeping sky, I'll keep your light burning through the longest nights, like a lighthouse in the distance, guiding me through
endless prayer. The dawn is slowly painting colors across the dark that held me through. But before the stars completely fade, I'll send one final thought to you. Beneath the sleeping sky, where silence meets the moonlight, you'll always be the song inside my heart. The curtains sway in the midnight breeze. Moonlight spills across the floor, and every quiet corner of this room still waits for you to walk through the door. The clock keeps beating like a lonely heart, counting moments one by one, while I sit here with the ghost of us, long after the day is done. The city sleeps beneath the stars, but sleep won't come to me tonight, because your memory still lingers like a candle in the dark. I still hear the sound of your goodbye floating through the silence of the night, like a fading train beyond the horizon, like the last bird leaving the sky. And though I know you're gone forever, somehow you're never far away, because a love like ours keeps echoing long after the words have faded away. I found an old note tucked in a drawer, your handwriting soft and small, a simple line that said, I love you, now feels like the saddest thing of all. The coffee shop where we first met still glows beneath the evening rain, and every street we used to wander whispers your name again. The years have carried me forward, yet part of me remains behind, living in the moments we share, preserved inside my mind. I still hear the sound of your goodbye floating through the silence of the night, like a fading train beyond the horizon, like the last bird leaving the sky. And though I know you're gone forever, somehow you're never far away, because 'cause a love like ours keeps echoing long after the words have faded away. If hearts were made of stronger things, perhaps I'd finally let you go. But you became the air inside me, the rhythm every heartbeat knows. Not every love is meant to last, not every dream survives the years. Yet some remain like distant starlight, still shining through the tears. I still hear the sound of your goodbye, but now it feels less like the end and more like a beautiful reminder of a love I'll cherish until then. Though life keeps writing new tomorrows and time keeps pulling me away, you're the song beneath my silence, the reason my heart still stays. The night is fading into morning, the stars are slowly disappearing from view. But before the dawn completely finds me, I'll whisper one last, I love you. And in the silence that follows, your memory answers back like a love that never truly left.
Tonight the room is dressed in silence, only moonlight fills the air. A lonely candle by the window throws your shadow everywhere. The world outside is fallen, sleeping, cars and voices fade away. But in this quiet little corner, my heart still lives in yesterday. I tell myself that you've moved on, that time has closed the door somehow. Yet every midnight proves me wrong, because I still feel you now. I light a candle for your memory and watch its golden light appear, like the love we left unfinished, still glowing after all these years. Though your hand is not beside me and your voice is far away, the flame keeps dancing in the darkness, just like my heart that chose to stay. There's a sweater hanging in the closet, one I could never give away. It still carries traces of your perfume, though the seasons turn to gray. I remember slow walks after sunset, the way you'd lean into my side, and how the stars looked so much brighter whenever you were in my life. Some memories fade like photographs, the colors slowly disappear, but every
every moment shared with you still shines impossibly clear. I light a candle for your memory and watch its golden light appear, like the love we left unfinished, still glowing after all these years. Though your hand is not beside me and your voice is far away, the flame keeps dancing in the darkness, just like my heart that chose to stay. If love were measured by forgetting, then I'd have failed 1,000 times, because your name still lives between the pauses of my mind. You are the warmth inside the winter, the calm within the pouring rain, the beautiful lake that never leaves, the sweetest kind of pain. I light a candle for your memory and let it shine until the dawn, because some loves become eternal even after they are gone. And if the stars should stop their shining and every moonlight fades away, this heart will still be burning softly for the love that chose to stay. The candle flickers near the window, its glow grows smaller with the night, but deep inside this lonely heart, your love still burns so bright. One candle, one memory, one love that never faded.
The night has wrapped itself around me like an old coat worn thin by time, and every shadow in this bedroom still knows your face better than mine. The radio plays softly somewhere, a distant song through the dark, and every note becomes a doorway leading back to where you are. I thought the years would make it easier, I thought the ache would learn to rest, but every quiet midnight hour still places your name against my chest. When the stars forget to shine, I'll still remember your eyes, the way they held the summer sky and every dream we left behind. When the moon no longer rises, when the oceans lose the tide, you'll still be the love I carry in the deepest part of my life. Because some hearts may break forever, but some feelings never die, and I'll love you long after the
stars forget to shine. There's a gentle crack inside my window, where winter winds still find their way. Much like the memories of you that visit me most every day. I remember dancing in the kitchen, laughing at the pouring rain, never knowing simple moments would become my sweetest pain. Now every photograph is sacred, every letter feels alive, as if the past keeps breathing softly whenever midnight arrives. When the stars forget to shine, I'll still remember your eyes, the way they held a summer sky and every dream we left behind. When the moon no longer rises, when the oceans lose the tide, you'll still be the love I carry in the deepest part of my life. Because some hearts may break forever, but some feelings never die. And I'll love you long after the stars forget to shine. I never asked for forever, I only wanted one more day, one more chance to hold your hand before you slipped away. But love has never followed reason, it writes its own design, and somehow losing you completely still left your soul in mine. When the stars forget to shine and darkness owns the sky above, I'll be holding on to every piece of our once unfinished love. Though life keeps turning pages and fate keeps drawing lines, you'll always be my favorite chapter, my sweetest goodbye. Because some hearts may wander lonely, and some tears may never dry, but true love lives beyond the ending, beyond the reasons why. The night grows still, the world grows quiet, and somewhere between memory and moonlight, I hear your laughter one more time. When the stars forget to shine, my heart will still remember you forever. Forever. There's a chair beside the window where the moonlight loves to stay, and every night it paints your silhouette before it slowly fades away. The city hums a distant lullaby while the world drifts into dreams. But sleep and I are strangers now, since you became a memory. I keep your laughter in my pocket, your smile tucked beneath my skin,
and every quiet hour reminds me of the love that might have been. The night keeps your memory warm, like a fire that never dies, like a whispered promise floating through the silence of the sky. Though your hands are far from mine now, and your road no longer meets my own, the love we built still lives inside me, turning every lonely place into a home. I still remember that September, the way your eyes caught the evening light, the way you spoke about forever as the stars appeared that night. We were young enough to believe nothing could pull us apart, but life has its own ways of changing the map inside a hopeful heart. And though the years have gathered quietly like dust upon an old guitar, one gentle touch from yesterday can make the past feel never far. The night keeps your memory warm, like a fire that never dies, like a whispered promise floating through the silence of the sky. Though your hands are far from mine now, and your road no longer meets my own, the love we built still lives inside me, turning every lonely place into a home. If I could send my heart a message, I'd tell it not to hold on so tight. But some loves become a part of you and stay through every passing night. You're not the sadness that remains, you're not the tear inside my eyes. You're the reason I still believe that true love never really says goodbye. The night keeps your memory warm, even when the winter comes, even when the stars grow distant and another chapter's done. You're the song beneath my breathing, the dream I carry all alone. And though I lost the chance to keep you, I'll never lose the love we've known. The dawn is waiting on the horizon. Soon the darkness will be gone, but before the morning finds me, I'll listen for your voice in the quiet of the night. And the night keeps your memory warm, like the last light in an empty room, like a love that time could never steal.
After the world falls asleep tonight and the streets surrender all their light, I sit alone where we used to be, keeping company with your memory. The clock on the wall keeps whispering on, marking the hours since you've been gone. But some nights time just stands completely still, when the heart remembers what it always will. I've learned how to smile when people ask, I've learned how to wear a different mask. But when the silence fills the air, I find the truth is waiting there. After the world falls asleep, your name wakes up inside of me, like a melody that never ended, like a promise carried by the breeze. Though your touch has become a memory, and your footsteps faded long ago, my love still burns beneath the ashes, with a fire only lonely hearts know. The moon hangs low outside my window, painting silver on the floor below, and every beam of pale white light feels like a piece of you tonight. I remember how you'd softly laugh, how you'd lean your head against my chest. Those little moments became forever, even after everything else left. Some people find another love, some hearts eventually move on, but mine still lives between yesterday and the ghost of a beautiful song. After the world falls asleep, your name wakes up inside of me, like a melody that never ended, like a promise carried by the breeze. Though your touch has become a memory, and your footsteps faded long ago, my love still burns beneath the ashes, with a fire only lonely hearts know. If I could send a letter through the stars, I'd write about the pieces of my heart, how every night I still save a place for you, even though we're oceans apart. Because real love doesn't disappear, it changes shape but never dies. It becomes the moon above the darkness, it becomes the tears behind the eyes. After the world falls asleep, I still hear your voice inside my dreams,
Still feel your hand within the silence, still see your face in moonlit streams. And though fate closed the door between us and life became a different road, you're the love I'll carry forever, the sweetest pain I've ever known. The dawn will come and hide the stars, another day will start anew. But every night when darkness finds me, my heart will find its way to you. After the world falls asleep, I still belong to your memory, in a love that never faded away. The house is breathing quietly, while shadows rest upon the walls. A lonely lamp beside my bed still waits for footsteps down the hall. Outside the rain begins to fall, soft as the words we used to say, and every drop upon the window carries another piece away. I keep pretending I'm alright when daylight fills the empty sky. But every night the truth returns and whispers what I can't deny. If midnight had a heart, it would break the way mine does, missing someone who is gone but never truly lost. If midnight had a voice, it would call your name like mine, through the silence, through the darkness, across the distance and the time. And every star above would know some loves are meant to stay, even when two hearts are forced to drift their separate ways. I found your scarf inside a drawer, still carrying your faint perfume. And for a moment you were here, chasing away the empty room. The years have changed so many things. The seasons came and slipped away, but somehow every road I travel leads me back to yesterday. There are memories I cannot touch, yet I can feel them every night, like echoes dancing through the dark,
candles burning out of sight. If midnight had a heart, it would break the way mine does, missing someone who is gone, but never truly lost. If midnight had a voice, it would call your name like mine, through the silence, through the darkness, across the distance and the time. And every star above would know some loves are meant to stay, even when two hearts are forced to drift their separate ways. I don't wish to turn back time or rewrite every goodbye, 'cause loving you was worth the pain, worth every tear I've cried. You became a part of me, a melody that won't grow old, a quiet fire in the deepest night, a story forever told. If midnight had a heart, it would keep your memory alive, holding every precious moment that helped this broken soul survive. If midnight had a dream, it would bring you back once more, to sit beside me in the silence like you did before. And until the stars stop shining, until the oceans touch the sky, you'll be the love I carry with me, the reason every song survives. The night grows deeper than before, but I no longer fear the dark, because somewhere inside the silence, you still live inside my heart. If midnight had a heart, it would beat your name forever, through every lonely night, through every dream we left behind.
The midnight air slips through the curtains, a lonely breeze across the floor, and every corner of this old room still feels the way it did before. Your favorite book remains untouched beside the chair where you would sit, like time itself refuses to move on, afraid to leave a trace of it. The world outside keeps spinning faster, new faces come and fade away, but every night my heart returns to the place where your memory stays, where your shadow still remains. I find you dancing in the dark, between the silence and the starlight. still living softly in my heart. Though the road we shared is broken and tomorrow calls my name, there's a love beyond the leaving, where your shadow still remains. I hear a song from long ago, floating from a passing car, and suddenly I'm back beside you, counting wishes on the stars. You used to rest your head on my shoulder and speak about the years ahead. Now all those dreams drift through the darkness, like fragile pages left unread. I've made my peace with many things, the changing seasons, passing days, but I still lose myself at night, inside the warmth your memory made, where your shadow still remains. I find you dancing in the dark, between the silence and the starlight, still living softly in my heart. Though the road we shared is broken and tomorrow calls my name, there's a love beyond the leaving, where your shadow still remains. Some people say that love can vanish like fading colors in the rain, but true love settles in the soul and quietly becomes a part of everything. You're in the moonlight on the window, the gentle echo of a sigh, the unseen hand that holds my spirit whenever loneliness arrives, where your shadow still remains. The fire never lost its glow, even after all the goodbyes. You're the one my heart still knows, and if fate should write another story somewhere beyond time and pain, I'll be waiting where I left you, where your shadow still remains. Tonight the stars are shining softly, the way they did when you were mine, and though your footsteps disappeared, your love still walks beside mine, where your shadow still remains. That's where my heart will stay until the end of every night and the beginning of every day. house is quiet, the world asleep, but I still hear your voice somehow, floating softly through the dark, like a memory that won't back down. The lamp beside me casts a glow across the pages of our past. Every word we left unsaid still lingers longer than it should last. I've learned to smile through crowded days. I've learned to hide the hurt inside. But when the stars begin to wake, there's nowhere left for me to hide. Only the moon knows how I miss you, how your name still lives inside my chest, how every night I reach beside me and find the emptiness instead. Only the moon sees all these shadows, the tears I never let them see, the love that stayed when you were leaving, the part of you that stayed with me. I still remember autumn skies, the way you laughed beneath the rain, the warmth of your hand holding mine before goodbye became our name. People say that time is healing, that broken hearts will mend somehow, but every year that passes by just teaches me to miss you now. Some stories end without a reason, some dreams dissolve without a sound, yet every piece of what we were still follows me around. Only the moon knows how I miss you, how your name still lives inside my chest, how every night I reach beside me and find the emptiness instead. Only the moon sees all these shadows, the tears I never let them see, the love that stayed when you were leaving, the part of you that stayed with me. If you could hear this song tonight, across the distance through the years, I'd tell you that my heart still carries every smile and every tear. Not all forever stories last, not every promise finds its way, but some loves bloom beyond goodbye and never truly fade away. Only the moon knows how I love you, though life has pulled our worlds apart, you're still the wish behind my prayers, the quiet rhythm of my heart. Oh, only the moon knows why I'm waiting.
refuse to die, no matter how long they burn. And when the night becomes its deepest, when silence fills the empty room, I'll whisper your name to the darkness, and only the moon will know. Only the moon, only the moon knows how much I still love you.
The clock keeps counting empty hours while moonlight dances on the floor. I sit beside the sleeping town, still waiting by an unopened door. Your coffee cup is long gone now, the pictures slowly fade away, but every corner of this house still speaks your name in quiet ways. And though the world keeps moving on, there's one thing time can't steal from me: the way you smiled that summer night, the way you made my heart believe. You're the echo in my silence, the heartbeat underneath the pain, the one I find in every dream. When darkness falls like gentle rain, and even if the stars grow distant, and every road leads somewhere new, my soul still turns toward your memory, like flowers reaching for the moon. Tonight the wind is soft and low, it carries pieces of the past, a melody we used to know, a love I thought would always last. I trace the lines upon my hands and wonder where your hands are now. If someone else is making you laugh the way I somehow can't without. The years have left their marks on me, but some things never truly fade. A heart can learn to hide its scars, yet still remember every ache. You're the echo in my silence, the heartbeat underneath the pain, the one I find in every dream. When darkness falls like gentle rain, and even if the stars grow distant, and every road leads somewhere new, my soul still turns towards your memory, like flowers reaching for the moon. If love were measured by goodbye, then ours would fill the endless sea. Because the hardest thing I've done was setting free what I still need. Some people leave and
disappear like footprints washed away by time. But you remain in every song, in every prayer, in every line. You're the warmth inside the winter, the candle shining through the storm, the voice I hear when nights are lonely, the place where all my dreams belong. And though forever slip between us, like sand escaping from my hands, my heart still keeps a room for you, and always will, and always can. The night grows deeper, still I stay, listening to the quiet blue. And somewhere underneath these stars, a part of me still belongs to you. The last light in your window still shines inside my heart, even after all this time, even after we're apart.
The city lights are fading slow, a silver moon hangs high alone, and every shadow in this room still carries pieces of your soul. I hear the whisper of the rain, it taps your memory on my window pane. Those seasons changed and years moved on, my heart still sings your favorite song. And every midnight finds me here, holding words you'll never hear, tracing dreams we left behind, like footprints fading out of time. When the night still calls your name, I feel the fire, I feel the flame. Though you're gone and worlds have changed, my love remains the same. Every star above me knows the story only heaven holds, of a heart that learned to break, but never learned to let you go. I found your picture yesterday, hidden where the old letters lay. 1,000 moments came alive, like you had never said goodbye. The silence wraps around my chest, like an old coat I can't forget. And every breath I take
tonight still searches for your light. Some loves fade like autumn leaves, blown away by changing dreams. But ours became a part of me, a wound that time could never heal. When the night still calls your name, though you're gone and worlds have changed, my love remains the same. Every star above me knows the story only heaven holds, of a heart that learned to break, but never learned to let you go. If I could walk through yesterday, I'd stop the moment you slipped away. I'd hold you close and tell you this: you were my forever wish. But life keeps turning like the tide, and all I have are memories tonight. Still your laughter fills the air, like you're somehow standing there. When the night still calls your name, oh, I close my eyes and see your face. Oh, and though the years have passed me by, you're the reason I still try. Every moon that lights the sky, every tear I've learned to hide, speaks of a love that never died, a flame no darkness could deny. So I'll stay here with the stars, guarding every broken part, until the dawn takes place.